Hello, my name is Vincent Creel, Public Affairs Manager for the City of Biloxi, with today's Be Prepared report. This is being recorded on Friday, May 22 at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Today, the Mississippi State Department of Health reports that in the past 24 hours, 400 new cases of the coronavirus were identified throughout the state. The department also reports 16 new deaths. This chart shows you the overall total since the crisis began. The total since day one, by the way, is 12,624 cases and 596 deaths. This chart shows the daily comparison of new cases reported in the state over the past 24 hours. In Harrison County, there were 6 new cases reported in the past 24 hours. This chart shows the 14-day trend in Harrison County. In Hancock County, 5 new cases of the coronavirus were reported, and in Jackson County, no new cases were reported. Neither county reported any coronavirus-related deaths in the past 24 hours. Next week, on Tuesday, the day after the Memorial Day holiday, City Hall, Community Development, and other city departments will reopen to the public for the first time in 2 months. The Biloxi Visitor Center is open now from 8 until 4 every day. The Natatorium opens June 1, and the Snyder Center opens at the end of June. Social distancing and other guidelines will certainly be in place everywhere. The Biloxi Water Department on Main Street will remain a drive-through for the time being. Please remember that the next scheduled Be Prepared report from the City of Biloxi will be on Tuesday, May 26th. Also, please remember that all non-emergency city offices in Biloxi will be closed on Monday in observance of Memorial Day. We're headed into the Memorial Day weekend, so let's talk about tourism. Joining me now is Kenny Glavin, a Biloxi City Councilman, and today we have you here because you're a tourism leader. And you go back to old school, the Broadwater, Dorothy Brown, Jack Stanford, Billy Creel.
Absolutely.
Tell people.
Wow, Billy, and I'll talk about the Creel family. Billy was one of my mentors, and he took me under his wing, and he said one thing to me back in the day: it's not brick, mortar, and stone, it's the people. And that's stuck with me ever since.
How long have you been in the tourism industry here?
Oh, wow, 32 years.
32 years, have you ever seen anything like what we're going through now?
You know, we've seen a lot, certainly, but nothing like this. You know, we thought we were headed to the best year ever, and then all of a sudden this came out of left field, but we will be back.
Well, tell me about Margaritaville and what's happening there. And let's not forget the White House Hotel also, but Margaritaville.
That's no doubt. Margaritaville, 55,000 square foot of arcade space and family fun. We opened yesterday, and I'm telling you, the phones are ringing off the hook. People are very interested, and they want to make sure they have that experience that they lost over the last 2 months.
What changes are people going to see when they come to Margaritaville?
They're going to see social distancing protocols in place. They're going to see a clean facility. They're going to see our employees in masks. They're going to see misting machines where we're misting equipment.
You said that y'all hired somebody. That's all they do.
We call that person Mr. And but it's a sanitation device. And everybody's embraced it. We got to do the new normal. We got to do what we got to do. We want our facility, our city to be safe, and we're just doing our part.
You mentioned the gaming room, as y'all call it. I think you've probably had to space out things a lot.
Yes, every other machine people will be able to use. And don't forget the water park. It's open with social distancing. We move the chairs certain distances, and when they go up the slides, they have to do the spacing, and then we treat the tubes. We retrieve the tubes, treat them with a sanitizing liquid, let them set, and then we reissue them.
How about the White House Hotel?
The White House Hotel, man, I'm telling you, that's where I was positioned during all this thing. We striped the parking lot, we painted, we repaired, we cleaned, and when we opened the doors that first day, people came in and literally had tears in their eyes to say, wow, we couldn't wait to get back to the coast. And that was very heartwarming to all of us.
You have been that way all along, that, hey, we need to keep focused on we're in the hospitality business. But I think you've also noted that it's very important that we do it in a safe manner.
No doubt. We have to live. We want to keep our most vulnerable safe. But we want to make sure that people have to get out. From a mentality standpoint, they have to live. They can't be cooped up and caged up. And that's what we're offering coastwide, a clean, sanitized area where they can safely come and enjoy themselves again.
I guess one of the biggest challenges for us is, we have, some people say more than 7 million a year. Some people push that number up to 13 million a year. But we are no doubt a tourism economy, and we're inviting all these people here. So it's real important, isn't it?
It's so important for all walks of life. And listen, people choose a destination based on the people, based on the history, based on the food, based on the climate. And what better place would you want to be than right here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast and Biloxi?
What message, and I want you to look into that camera and tell people what message you have for the residents of Biloxi based on what you've seen, and what message you have for the visitors.
Yeah, I appreciate that. The message I want to send to everyone is that we're a resilient coast. Our welcome is as warm as our sun. And each day we take these baby steps to get back to not only the new normal, but to normal. And I can't wait to the day that we can shake each other's hand with a true handshake and have that feeling of kindness and kinship once again.
I remember the thing Kenny Glavin trademarked here a few weeks ago. We are waiting to say the coast
is clear. That's right. Absolutely.
Any other closing remarks? If somebody wanted to email you, how would they do that?
Well, they can email me at kglavin@biloxi.ms.us. Any of your questions, and we have so many people that have questions, both the local, right around the neighborhood, answering those questions. I'll tell you what, our citizens have been so productive. They have been really caged up. They've made sure that their houses look good, their yards look good, that they're staying active. They're socializing with their families and kids and teaching them what this is all about. And I'm telling you, our next generation is going to be some of the best doctors. They're going to be looking for cures. They're going to be looking for remedies for anything like this. I can't wait to see a little bit of that unfold.
The whole thing is foreign, though, to the way we are, isn't it?
Well,
spacing out, masks.
Man, that's not what we're about. We're about hugs. We're about, embracing each other. And I can't wait till the days where that returns.
Kenny Glavin, you are a pillar of the tourism community. You're a pillar of Biloxi, and I want to thank you for being here.
I want to thank you for all you do, too.
Thank you. Any closing thoughts?
No, just, hey, we're all Americans, and this is a great American holiday, and just enjoy the sun, the friends, and just your heart and your soul. That's what this is about.
We leave you today with a passionate rendition of the National Anthem sung by our friend Ronnie Broussard. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in a our flag it was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave?